Hello, welcome to Licious Spicy Kitchen, where I share easy and delicious Chinese home cooking recipes. Today I'm going to make one of the most loved and also a signature dish of Sichuanese cuisine. It has over 100 years of history. Yes, you guessed it right. It is the Mapo Tofu. This is a tofu-based dish cooked with minced beef in a delicious spicy sauce. It is so full of flavors. Just talking about it makes my mouth water. So let's start cooking right now. I'm using 400 grams of medium firm tofu today. The different levels of firmness have different textures. The tender ones has a really good texture, and the medium firm ones give out really good taste. So in this dish, I like using medium firm ones. Let's cut the tofu into small cubes first.
Use the knife to gently slide in and out of it. Then cut into small pieces, roughly between 1 to 2 centimeters.
We need to cook the tofu briefly, so use a saucepan on medium heat, put in water first, and then gently put in the tofu cubes.
Adding 2 teaspoons of salt and let it cook until the water comes to a boil. Then continue to cook for 1 minute. Boiling the tofu here is to get rid of the moisture inside the tofu and some unpleasant soy taste.
Adding the salt here is to help the tofu to keep their shape so they don't break easily, and also to season them now, as it will be very difficult to season them later.
Drain the tofu cubes and set them aside.
I'm going to prepare the beef mince now. You can always buy the already minced ones, but I think homemade ones always taste better.
Using 50 grams of beef, cut into small pieces first, and then chop it up into a mince and set aside.
Last, let's prepare the seasoning. This is the most important part of this dish.
First, we need to toast our Sichuan peppercorns. I'm using 10 grams today, but depends on your taste, you can use between 3 to 5 grams. Toss them in the wok on very low heat. Stir and toast for about 30 seconds until you can smell the nice fragrance coming out. Be careful not to burn them.
Place them onto a chopping board and then crush them using a rolling pin. Shake the crushed peppercorns through a sieve. Now we have this freshly toasted peppercorn powder.
It smells so delicious.
Now we need to use one special seasoning for this dish, Douban paste.
It is made of fermented broadbeans with chilies. This paste is the soul of Sichuan cuisine. We have it in every household. It is indispensable. So I'm using 1 tablespoon of Douban paste, chopping it up a bit to help release its flavors. We will also use 4 cloves of garlic, finely chopped. Just a tiny bit of ginger, also finely chopped. 1 spring onion, chopped into small cubes. And last, half teaspoon of chili flakes. You can certainly adjust the amount of chilies to your personal spice tolerance.
Our preparations are all done. Let's fire it up.
Heat up the wok first until it's warm, and then add 3 tablespoons of oil. Tilt the wok to make the oil cover a good part of the surface, so the food is less likely to stick to the wok. Using high heat, add in the beef mince and stir it until the meat is completely cooked through and the moisture inside the meat has come out. Turn the heat to medium-low and add in the chopped Douban paste. Quickly stir it and blend it with the beef mince.
Now the oil will be infused with the flavor and color of the Douban paste.
And then add in the chopped garlic and ginger and mix everything together. Now add in the chili flakes and half of the peppercorn powder. Mix them well and now pour in about 400 milliliters of clean water. Turn the heat to high and now adding half teaspoon of salt, half teaspoon of sugar to enhance the aroma, a 1/4 teaspoon of dark soy sauce to make the color better. Now we can carefully put in the tofu, slide them in alongside the edge of the wok.
Turn the heat to medium and use the back of the spatula to gently push them. If the tofu cubes are sticking to each other, don't panic. Give them a gentle push with the tip of the spatula and they will separate. Do not stir as this may break the tofu. Cook for around 5 minutes. Now we just need to add in the slurry. We will need to do this in 3 rounds for this dish. It is because tofu holds a lot of water inside, and by adding the slurry in a few rounds can help to make sure the slurry is smooth, the sauce will be thickened, and then coated evenly on the outside of the tofu cubes. As we mentioned earlier, it is not easy for tofu to absorb the seasoning. Remember to turn down the heat each time when you add in the slurry, and turn up the heat and mix it well with the tofu. We can now see the sauce is significantly reduced and thickened. Now we can turn off the heat and transfer the food onto a plate. Toss in the spring onion pieces and sprinkle on the rest of the peppercorn powder. So this is the classic Sichuan mapo tofu. It looks amazing. The tofu is tender and hot. The sauce is aromatic with powerful spices, a great numbing sensation, and crispy beef mince. It is so delicious, aromatic, and I always pour it onto my rice. It's a rice killer. If you had mapo tofu before and you like it, you can definitely make it at home. If you've never had it before or you're not sure about your spice level, I still highly recommend you to give it a go. It's such a delicious dish, I think it may change your mind. Don't forget to check out the description area for the written recipe and links for the special ingredients if you don't know where to find them. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. That'll be very helpful to me. Thank you for watching and see you next time in Lisha's Spicy Kitchen. Bye!